Alright, so for this development goal, it is the fifth development goal, environmental sustainability, and we're going to start by going to my parents' house. And so we're first going to go to my parents' house. Now, I live in Gilbert, Arizona, once again, and the environment looks great. There's trees, rocks, around beautiful surroundings of Gilbert, Arizona, and this is my house environment. It looks like a normal neighborhood. Now, we're going to go over to that. We don't have very many. For the people of Blue Island right now, we have the oceans and the islands are maybe a couple bug bites because of the mosquitoes. And we travel from diseases, small boats or canoes to get the fruits of the ocean, just the islands that you need to live off of. And the 29 atolls, with you can tell it's a developing ocean and green completely in between Australia and Hawaii, called the Marshall Islands. I'm going to start off with a little bit of background. The Marshall Islands is, so my house is on 29 atolls, and there's some background, and the islanders have experienced suffering, but they had a very violent past. Here is my house. Now, there's a thing called the Japanese Memorial Beach Park. It's on the very island, from 1885, maybe a couple hundred feet, came from the last days of the war, from the water. Japanese forces and many islanders it looks nice. Came under fire and died. I mean, it looks nice. It's a good neighborhood. There are Japanese military houses, but this is one from what I have been researching about to present all the peace in the island that there was. The diseases in the Marshall Islands are basically hepatitis A and typhoid. In the mid-1900s, you can get C7 nuclear tests conducted on these atolls. These diseases, and Bravo hydrogen bomb tests caused volumes of radioactive fallout on the island state, which caused very many environmental pollution, which we'll look at in a little bit. The effects of these have been especially travelers and the victims of these tests have been suffering in rural areas because they're concerned about the health, especially if you're very adventurous here. And the other problem, if you get these diseases, especially hepatitis A, you can be sent to the Masero Hospital. They're basically right beside my house. I specifically chose this house when I got adopted because I wanted to be extremely close to the hospital in case something happened to me or any issues deal with inadequate supplies of water, people recommend the hepatitis A ways to discharge get this disease through but contaminated underwater regardless of where you're at. According to non-governmental organizations in 1997, there was a statement in one of the sessions that stated that 80% of the Marshall Islands would be underwater in the 21st century. And considering there's so many islands, and that vaccines prevent you from like normal disease that most people get, but if you get these hepatitis A and it falls over, it's completely awful. It's a very big problem. And the other islanders have seen it become more notable because the shoreline has bleaching hospitals, which is completely on another island. And there's some islanders that are talking that it's extremely far away, saying that corals no longer shine or retain just a very good anymore. There has been a lot of drought because of the water shortage and high waves that cause damage to a part of the weather. And since they're only 2 meters above sea level, the Marshall Islands are vulnerable in order to come to hospitals to get the vaccines that can't be effective for many diseases. So certain behaviors and actions you now, supposedly, the Marshall Islands are referred to as Jolet Jen Enj, which means gift from God. The sense that the Marshall Islands were a God-given safe place away from harshness. There's a limited array of the identity of the people. However, the waves and the increasing frequency in the tides doesn't give them meaning at all. Now the safety of these islands are in jeopardy. And so you need to look at this safely. Recent sea level rise in the past about 30 years or so. It stopped in 2000, and these are in centimeters where it started normally, and within 20 years it went up 20 centimeters. Now that might not seem like a lot, but considering if it keeps going and 80% of this is in the water, that is a big problem. The physical characteristics of the island would give a strong indicator that the government is concerned with sea level rising. The elevation is barely 6 meters tall, and you can tell because this water is so close to the Asia and the Caribbean. And everything is barely submerged anymore. It doesn't care what food you eat and all these different stuff here. Luckily, there's a good amount of children that have been more immunized with the measles in the past 20 years. 90% of it is now I have a video at the Masero Hospital about the problem with the crushing. The Marshall Islands has a very developed public health system. And 2 main hospitals.
We say to our ancestors, know the fish are gone. we fail to protect our home and all our future children to come, their hope lies in us. This is my ocean, this is my future, my choice. This ocean is my home.
Red Cross
This
has
is our ocean,
to help people
this
in
is our
marshlands
future,
affected
our
by
choice.
flood. In May, a disaster zone was declared in the Marshalls after a long drought. Recently, other parts have been hit by floods and king tides. The Red Cross has begun rolling out reverse osmosis systems to turn salt water to drinkable water. The agency says more needs to be done. Paul Grierson is the Red Cross's disaster management delegate, and I spoke to him about the crisis a short time
They're
ago.
just dumped into the area and dumped into the water that pollutes the land even more, and there's such a strange smell and damage to the health of the inhabitants, which are, this is the next one, and I mean, it's so deep, it's so sad to believe that this could actually happen to such a beautiful place. And one of the dump sites for the pollution is over here, and it's just an environmental crisis that's undermining the way that it's happening, and it's limiting the resources that they already have to start with. I mean, it's a completely small that they already have like no resources to begin with, and this is one of the piles. I mean, the wave, you can just see it crashing up on land, and it's just a big pile that's such a big problem. And there just have been generations of islanders who lived with the self-sufficiency of gathering all these things, but the awful history of being around these powers, there's difficult pressures from beyond their control that they can't control, which some of the things in here are foreign problems of testing and leftover radioactive materials that we talked about from the Japanese bombing. But luckily, the islanders are slowly trying to recover this shattered harmony.
And so, yeah, the Marshall Islands does so much for everyone using fishery
And they're
equipment
trying to
because they
save
process
all of
the
it to make it just look
that
like
the fishing vessels
back to
need.
where I live. And one of the main roads in Majuro is packed with cars all the time. And there's so many nice things that are here: medical treatment, reasons for opportunity, great education. But unfortunately, many of these suffer from the pollution that is controlling this. And so some of the individuals are making an effort in adopting the image of the South Sea Island that tourists demand for and the benefit, who want to find the corals and all the pretty things in these islands. So some people are trying to discover these islands and their sense of community, trying to remember the histories to pass on a generation, and they need to know the history that has led to the shattering of these islands. And I think one of the helpful things that they could do in trying to fix this is just go all over the island and create the dump sites and make sure that they're in one area and just try to pack the houses, and hopefully it will help this environmental problem soon.